Hi everyone, and welcome to the how-to today of Pincha Mayurasana, Forearm Stand. So I'm going to break down this very challenging inversion for you. Also kind of a forearm balance, so it could be in that family of crow, which I'll kind of show you a forearm version of crow as well, that allows you to safely move into it, but also in a way where you feel ready and open. So we're going to start with a little bit of sequencing and then I'll move you into this. This is also a very advanced pose, so if you're new to yoga, I would allow yourself the opportunity to maybe watch the video a few times through until you feel ready to practice. I'm also going to be showing this without the wall, as I'm going to be moving from side to side versus behind me. You're welcome to rotate your mat so that there's a wall there as you are hopping if that's something you'd like to incorporate. All right, let's go ahead and get started in downward facing dog. I'm going to lift my hips to the sky, extend them back. And then exhale, spread my fingers nice and wide as I extend my chest back. From here, just inhale, come forward to plank, firm up your belly. And then exhale, lift back, down dog. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, back through dog. And then one more time, inhale, forward, high plank. And then exhale, back through dog, good. Take your time and lower down to your knees. Exhale, drop your forearms, and we're just gonna start to prep the shoulders and the strength in dolphin, so look forward. My hands are flat, my elbows are about shoulder distance, curl your toes. Extend up for dolphin pose. So my booty's in the air, the effort's in my shoulders. I'm lifting away from the ground. My tailbone is elevated, I'm on the balls of my feet. In this practice, you're gonna feel warm, you're gonna feel challenged, so you'll notice it is tough. Let's take 3 dolphin push-ups, bring the chest forward, and bring it back. Twice more forward, and back. And then one more time, come forward, and then exhale back. Good, look at those hands, and at the same time, lift up, and then reset your dog. Good, breathe in and raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. And then straighten your leg as you breathe in. Exhale, bring your knee towards your chest, step forward. Squeeze your inner legs together, bring your torso up. And then inhale, reach all the way to the sky. Good, exhale, come down. And then just straighten your right leg. Forearm stand's much more accessible when your back and shoulders feel open, but also your hamstrings. So exhale, fold. Good, bend your front knee forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower the right forearm and then the left. And then exhale, give me 2 scapula push-ups. So I want you to melt the heart through. Press up through the upper back. One more time, melt through, press up. Good, put your knees down. Take child's pose as the heart rate probably went up from there. And then exhale, bend your elbows. And then namaste, hands behind the back of the neck. Breathing in and out slowly. Good, reach your hands forward on your inhale. Exhale, come to tabletop. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat, tuck the chin. Curl your toes, come into downward facing dog. Breathe in and out, and then raise the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Straighten the leg, close the hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through. Good, squeeze the inner legs together, and then reach the arms all the way up. Squeeze and firm the legs, stay tall. And on your exhale, I want you to carefully bring your hands back down. Step back to plank, and then again, we'll lower the left first, and then we'll lower the right. Exhale, drop the heart, press it up. One more time. Drop and press. Good, drop the knees. Child's pose. Bend the elbows, place the thumbs between the shoulders, work those underarms open. So again, I'm not directly sequencing you to be prepared maybe physically in the hamstrings, the shoulders, and the back for forearm stand. So you can always do a practice before this, but I'm going to show you all of the options now to arrive in that pose eventually. So if you feel good, you feel flexible, you feel warm, join me. Maybe you just sit and watch so that you can learn how to do this inversion. Or again, I would do a practice before this so that way your back, your shoulders, and your hamstrings are a little bit more open. So I'm going to show you first the importance of setting up the torso. So there's a couple options for this pose. I like to do it with my palms together, my thumbs up, so namaste. And then look at my shoulders. You want to lift up and out of the pose. So you're not hunkering in down here. You want to press to lift. Okay, so let's practice that action a few times together. Exhale, option 1, hands flat, elbows shoulder distance apart. Option 2, palms together. Inhale, look forward, kind of pick that booty up a little bit, hunker down, and then exhale, press away and round. Good, inhale, so we're training the shoulders and the back to work together. Exhale. So what I'm doing is I'm creating space from the earth, so I'm lifting my shoulders up and away from my elbows. I'm also not bringing my shoulders forward of my hands, I'm keeping them back just a little bit. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good, now for this pose, the gaze is slightly forward, but not so you can literally see the front of the mat. It's literally like just through the eyebrows so I can see my thumbs. That may even be too far for some of us, depending on our neck. If your neck is super tight, probably not the best pose for you either, okay? From here, now that we've learned how to lift up out of this pose, I want you to either take this variation, palms flat, which some people prefer. There's also a variation taught this way with a block, which I won't be showing you today. This is without the props. Or here. Exhale, root down to come up. So I'm in Dolphin Pose, which we did earlier. And then I'm not sinking down into my shoulders, I'm picking myself up. I'm thinking about reaching my heart forward, slight gaze towards my thumbs. Can't see my thumbs yet, but I can see my watch. And then exhale, just relax your head. So make sure the chin can slightly tuck and that there's some movement. So depending on how high your bun is, you might have to move it. Let's just lift our right leg up, and this is where you feel that left hamstring and you wonder, does it have any kind of flexibility today? So I'm not the yogi that can show you just that lift up. My hamstrings aren't like that. I'm going to show you a gentle hop. And then you're going to lower your leg, and we're going to go to side 2. Lift up, 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 up. Really use your right hamstring up, up, up. Reach, reach, reach. Don't sink down. Stay up and lower. Good. Put your knees down. So right away, I want you to notice that a lot of tension should have been built in your shoulders. You should not feel this in your neck, and if you do, then I want you to stay in Dolphin and get stronger there. Maybe work through some more of those Dolphin push-ups, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna raise our leg to the sky and then work through heel to toe variations of lifting the leg higher. Palms down. I'll take this variation with you guys now. Palms flat. Lift up. Inhale, right leg lifts. Squeeze the inner thighs together, active legs. Come forward. Exhale, put the heel down. Come forward. Put the heel down. One more time, come forward. Put the heel down. Reach your leg up, 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 and then just release it. Let's go to side 2. So squeeze those inner thighs. Inhale, lift your leg up, up, up. Extend and drop. Extend and drop. One more, extend, drop, and then lower. And then drop your knees. So what I want you to notice there is that one hamstring has more room than the other. So one leg is going to be easier to say get off the ground than the other, which is going to allow you to feel safer, all right? Now, I'm going to show you a variation where when I hop, my knee is going to come to my chest and my opposite leg is just going to stay lifted, okay? So again, to get out of this pose, if you fall, you'll tuck your chin and roll. I wouldn't recommend falling to the side, as I have tweaked my back in this pose doing that. Or just come right back down real quickly. Another thing that you can do is have the wall here for your support. I'm not showing you how to use the wall just so you can see the full variation of the pose. If the wall is there, you just want to make sure that your mat is set up so that when you hit the wall, you don't hit super hard. You want to make sure you're soft. I'm going to bring my palms back together. Exhale down to come up. From here, I'm going to inhale, raise my left leg up, look forward slightly at my thumb. So again, I'm lifting out of my shoulders, sending my drishti forward. I have super active, strong legs. I'm going to bend my bottom knee. I'm just going to hop it to my chest. Hop it to my chest. And now this leg is super active, so is this leg. And I'm super strong and supported. I'm lifting my stomach up and in. I might have a small back bend. And then I'm just going to put this foot right back down. Lower this foot, and then exhale my knees down, as that does tend to get your heart rate up a lot. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't throw my other leg up there right away. Because if you're not fully stable, I wouldn't do that, because that is how you flip over. Now some people do flip over into a back bend from this pose, but we're not going to work through that today just because we're not working on back bending, okay? So let's do the side too. My palms are going to come together. I'm going to root down through my forearms. Again, if this variation doesn't feel stable for you and you don't like to push through those pinkies, then take palms flat. Exhale up. Now we never want to kick with just the same leg because we'll never get stronger. So I'm going to inhale my right leg up this time. I'm going to look forward, bring my shoulders forward, make sure I'm not sinking down, bend the knee, hop, lift, and hop. And notice this leg kind of goes over because it's helping me balance. So my job is to lift my stomach and try to bring that leg straight up, down, and release. Good. So when you get up there, you're almost like this teeter-totter going in one direction than the other, more like a pendulum, I guess. And it's the idea of feeling where is all of this hugging in to help you stay up, okay? So this time, I'm gonna kick up, and my goal is to also bring my other leg with me. So I might not move through bent knees, I might move through straight legs, but that bent knee version I just showed you is one of the safest. And if you are using the wall, okay, your forearms will just face the wall. You'll kick one leg to the wall. Don't immediately bring your other leg with you, pull the knee to the chest. That's step one, okay? Now, sometimes we can get stuck with that knee to the chest. It's kind of like our kickstand, but it's much safer. Exhale my forearms down. Push. Inhale, I'm going to come back to that first side, so my left leg's going to come up. Look forward, soft bend my knee. Exhale up. Point or flex, your choice, and then I'm going to bring my legs together slowly. My head is not touching the ground, my eyes are slightly forward. I'm lifted, I'm firm, I'm strong, and I'm breathing. Exhale, split to come down. Good. And then you just take a moment where you rest. And that's really important that you're not kicking, because those exhausted kicks aren't very successful, okay? Let's go ahead and do the second leg. Forearms down. So again, you're here working, or you're here. I really prefer this variation, which is why I'm showing it to you. But again, this variation is much more traditional and it works totally fine. Come up. Right leg lifts this time. Look forward. Exhale, bend. Again, I'm showing you that hop. I'm not showing you that lift because my hamstrings are not that open. Hop up. And then you'll notice you'll come right back down if you don't make it. Hop up. And then push, push, push. I'm really using my forearms, as it is called Forearm Stand. And you'll notice that time just doesn't happen. And that's okay. So what I didn't do was panic when my legs weren't coming together in the air. I didn't throw myself over. I brought it right back. So I'm going to turn towards you just so that you can see what's happening in my back and shoulders so that you keep yourself safe in that variation, okay? I'm going to exhale, bring my forearms down, curl my toes, lift my butt. So look at my shoulders. Be aware. When they're not here, my head isn't touching, I'm up. And then if you want, you'll take this version instead. Good. And then exhale, just release that and take a breath in and a breath out slowly. So that's how you can build that strength. If you are going to go to the wall, you'll actually face the other way so you can kick up to the wall. Really important that you're aware of kind of the side that you're always practicing, but also making sure you're doing the other side too. Now, as we bring it back to center, The only other thing I want to show you is the back of your neck. So again, should be no tension, but if you do have tension after doing one, take your chin, tuck it down, and then take the back of the neck and push back. Good. And then exhale, release that. All right, so I'm gonna rotate towards you this time so I can kick up, you can see what's happening. Forearms down, come up. I'm gonna be careful because I'm close to this wall. All right, look forward. Bend my knees softly, and then from there, hop my knee into my chest. And then come right back. Okay, I didn't have the balance, and that's okay. Lift up, hop in, and come up. And you'll see my back here is collapsing slightly, so I need to pull my butt in, and then come back down. My microphone also is falling out. So you'll notice how the spine likes to play that banana back. It likes to go here. Just want to pull all that in. Make sure it's real tight, okay? And that's really important. Again, if you're practicing at the wall, you actually face the wall. I was showing you this version just so you could see what's going on my shoulders. I'll show you one more time with my arms open if you're taking this version. By the way, not only are your elbows in line with your shoulders, but your middle fingers, they're not turning out. So please try to keep those palms forward, which is why I recommend this way, because then nothing moves. Generally, when we're doing this, we tend to slide, we tend to move. But again, it's up to you. Have a lot of students in class that hate this version. So do what's best for your body. Maybe it's this like bony part of your forearm that doesn't like to move that way. Exhale the weight down. Inhale. Let me slide this microphone to the side a little bit. Bottom to sky. Good. Raise my leg up. Switching sides again. This is my not so great side. Take this leg, hug it in, so squeeze. Bend and up. Bend and up. Really hug in. And then extend maybe both if you can. Exhale to come down. Don't freak out. Just bring a leg down and then the other. And then take a moment and rest. This will get your heart rate up a lot. This is work, this is hard, this is advanced, okay? So if you're new to yoga, it's probably not gonna happen. I'd never recommend kicking into this pose in a fashion where it's aggressive or intense. Notice all these hops I showed you are soft, and every time I came back to the ground, you could not hear my feet, all right? So I don't want it to be boom, boom, boom. It's a gentle lift. Your core is super active during this. So remember, if you want to practice getting into this pose, I recommend forearm plank, 5 breaths. Scapula push-ups, 5 or so times. Walking the toes in, dolphin pose, 5 or so breaths. Exhale, 5 or so dolphin push-ups. And then strengthening those triceps, those forearms, learning how to use them. Exhale, straighten the arms and then put them right back down. Straighten the arms, put them right back down. And all those kind of movements will build the body that can help you hold this pose. So again, if you're scared of being on top of your head in headstand, this is nice because your head's not on the ground, but it also means it's a little bit less safe, to be honest. A lot of core work. Really fun inversion once you do get upside down. But again, make sure your body's ready for it. So feel free to pair this with another flow that I've done prior to doing this video so that you feel warmed up and ready. Otherwise, just watch and learn, and if you have questions, comment below. Thanks, guys.